The final Halo World Championship warm-up tournament is in the books. Today we're jumping straight into the final few series of the bracket, from the winners finals and losers finals right up to the grand final, breaking down the biggest swings, clutch moments, and storylines that set the stage for Worlds. The first series of Day 2 featured Shopify Rebellion taking on TSM in the lower bracket semifinals. Right from Game 1, it was a fierce back-and-forth battle.
Award it before it goes in.
Last shot over toward that back base here. Frosty slowly starting to approach it. Soul Snipe recognized the situation. He's going to put down some early damage in, and hopefully one of his teammates were able to clean it up. Not sure if that was a team damage or his own nade, but either way, Last Shot takes damage. Shopify Rebellion take lives. Manny and Soul Snipe go down. Looks like the third one going to follow as well. Bomb now slowly starting to approach the base of TSM. Manny already overextending towards a mid-side angle. He knows that that bomb is moving in quick. The plant is started. Druck tries to get involved. He's going to catch a back here. The bomb planter goes down, but Last Shot always has his teammates back. We have a tied game, ladies and gentlemen.
After a draw in Game 1, we have a reset and we're jumping back into double OT.
Everybody dead on the map. It's a 1v1 between Druck, and I want to say it was Frosty, last player alive on his side. Where is Frosty, by the way? Is he lurking somewhere behind Druck here? No, he's relinked with Cycle on the car side. So we're back to a standoff, neutral position. First couple of kills, make it 3 kills, go to Shopify though. Only Cycle and Talik trade. It's 4 dead. Last Shot might just end the game.
Momentary forward down here. TSM have the timing to at least throw a few nades, and they're landing right on target. And Last Shot so close, but it's gonna be Raw 2 that comes and slides in and gets the plant off. Right time, right place, and that's Shopify Rebellion taking game number 1.
In Game 2 Slayer, Soul Snipe ices up in the final moments of the game, and TSM ties up the series.
That when he's playing his best Halo, TSM can pull off some of the greatest upsets, and we've seen them literally do just that. But we've also seen Cycle do just that, and that's win gunfights over toward the cave side as Shopify Rebellion converts defense into offense with Sniper coming up.
3 seconds till the Sniper spawns. Cycle takes to the top of the pyramid and tries to get one onto Talik. Doesn't matter though. That's 4 dead for TSM right when the Sniper is spawning. Sniper will be in the hands of somebody on Shopify, I assume. Nobody actually went for it during the 4 dead. I guess they favor just getting better positioning for this set of spawn kill.
Sniper still up. Maybe used as a bit of bait right now. TSM have it surrounded at the moment. That sticky grenade blows the Sniper off of the pedestal. I don't know where it went, but Frosty wanted to make sure TSM were guessing for it before going down, and Last Shot replaces him.
Patience of the weapons really opened the door, but let's talk about that later because TSM have brought this back. It's now tied. They've actually taken the lead 40-39, and they are continuing to roll out of nowhere. TSM have taken control of this match.
41-40. Snipe now back in the hands of TSM once again. This time it's going to be Soul Snipe. Frosty and Cycle find an angle to push over toward the Snipe side, and Soul Snipe finds the angle on Frosty's head. Now rockets are up and about to be in the hands of Soul Snipe. Quick scope to the dome of Cycle. 45-41.
Soul Snipe is playing insane right now. Those shots were disgusting, and they earned him the rockets. That'll probably earn them the game and a team kill. But hey, who cares, man? You got closer to 50 in your path to victory here. This is looking great for TSM. Royal 2 is caught off guard. He's in the open cup between 2 players, but perfects Manny on the way out. Talik will clean that up though, so they are still on game point.
This is it. We do see a flank by Talik, but he ends up being spotted out by all 4 members of Shopify Rebellion. The damage ends up repositioning him as he almost finds the kill on Last Shot. Almost not there, but luckily Druck is. Druck takes the 50th kill. We have a tied up TSM. Manny tries to make a play towards the back base, delaying that flag just a bit, long enough to slow down the cap, but not long enough to catch a Sniper to the back, courtesy of Royal 2. Psycho off the screen goes right after Soul Sniper. You have Shopify Rebellion punching in the first flag cap. Oh, is there a second one?
They were in perfect positions to run it again, so why not? They've also got 2 players on TSM without a kill yet. Soul Snipe and Talik both on the goose egg as the first arm goes in and the second flag goes out. And this is why we talk about Shopify just being so dominant on this map. Royal 2 might die here, misses the flag. This guy's not used to running objective, is he? He just got, okay, he's gonna pick it up. He'll be just fine.
You said it before, Eli. Speed running in tournament play right now is Shopify Rebellion. First fly cap is already in. It looks like the second one is gonna join them. One more cap needed here.
Shields up. I think Cycle was able to grab it. He was, and despite last shot falling, Cycle should be able to clean up the pieces as he finds a double kill. Overshield is gone. Used all of it to get those 2 kills. Druck will finish him afterwards.
Druck, the final player alive here for TSM, but luckily his flag still over towards the base. Shopify Rebellion have to slay out once again, but when you have a World 2 and a sniper in your hands, that usually isn't the hardest thing in the world. Flag started, Manny the first one to go down. World 2 with the position right on. Soul Snipe catches his clavicle, not quite the head. Back-to-back kills. TSM go 3 down, make it 4 down, and ladies and gentlemen, that's all she wrote.
I mean, talk about textbook. You want to learn how to play Forbidden CTF, just him making it scrappy at the very least. Last shot gets bat away by the repulsor into the reticle of Soul Snipe, and Manny just rotates the ball fully away. I love this rotation. Huge heads-up awareness of where the spawns were going to come out for both his team and the enemies. They've got themselves a pretty comfortable setup.
31-17 lead here for Shopify Rebellion, and Tolic gets himself a huge double kill, turns that into a triple. It's the last shot that'll cost you your life. 1 to the head, and Tolic on the chase. World 2 doesn't want to be any part of this highlight reel, but eventually.
And the player that did the team damage. Shopify going to take advantage for the time being, but honestly, TSM come off spawn with a vengeance. They say, I don't care if I got team killed. We're going to come off spawn and kill all of Shopify. They've also had enough time to spread out and force these spawns exactly where they want them, back green, and they're going to make Shopify's life difficult here.
With how much we talk about the individual skill that Shopify Rebellion have, you know, time after time, tournament after tournament, in this game and even multiple times in the series, TSM seem like they have more firepower. They've been winning a lot in the slays, in the individual slays, and the group slays, and really testing Shopify Rebellion. I've been loving what I'm seeing from them down so far in the series, but if they continue to play like this, TSM could be tying things up and maybe pulling off a crazy upset.
I can't recall TSM getting a series win. I don't know why they dropped it there. Okay, they picked it back up. They should be getting a lot of time. Like you said, no member of Shopify is even close to forcing this play ball. Curious to see what Soul Snipe decides to do. Yeah, whole team's dead. He's going to play it a little bit early to see if he can get a kill before he gets taken down. And yes, he has. He doesn't even fall. It's a perfect sticky into portal play. And when he runs into another target, he portals out again. Soul Snipe's playing insane right now.
The instant transmission is working out beautifully here for Soul Snipe. They can't keep up with them. He's breaking ankles left and right. TSM, is this where you take control? Is this where you run away with it?
And Frosty just Amazon Prime delivered the sniper right to Soul Snipe's doorstep. He's going to put it to work right away. Body shot onto Cycle, has help from the teammates, but last shot has snuck through. Killed the ball player. That will delay. Yes.
2 now with the green side by himself with Sniper.
Yeah, finally last shot tracks him down. Those QTs have been massive value for TSM. Thinking back to the Soul Snipe QT plays as well. Been really using that item to its fullest potential. 8 seconds to win the round for Shopify. Royal 2 can get a few shots here. This might be the end of the round.
Oh, we got a couple so far. That's a double for Royal 2. And it looks like he's going to get that third you were looking for. That leads to a 4 down. And that should be round. Shopify Rebellion with the response that we expected, going to what, once again, a swing round.
Tons of assists across the board. All of them have ball time as well. I mean, just impressive display of cohesion here out of Shopify. They've almost all got the same exact amount of kills.
Might be the most ball time I've seen Royal 2 get all year at this point. I'm just kidding.
Could be a world record for Royal 2. Who knows?
60-43. Once again, TSM not able to find the slay. Cycle will find his. Triple chain it together to a couple kills that go their way, because Shopify Rebellion may have the lead, and 1 round is all it takes. But TSM are here. They are present. They are set up. This might be exactly what the doctor ordered.
Disgusting shots long range there from Soul Snipe. It's a huge pick as well. That's going to make TSM's life a bit easier as they rotate away from the rest of Shopify. Shopify forced to play it slow, but Cycle sneaks through bottom center. They don't expect it. He steals the sniper, and he might just get a line of sight on. Only 11 seconds between the two. Shopify in a position where they can start to play keep away, but they can't really comfortably do so. They get a couple kills. Might just be 3 as Cycle finds the no scope and will rotate back out to the tower. There's only 35 seconds left in regulation. Shopify can't get too comfortable. TSM still have a chance.
It's like all 3 members of TSM over towards green. Cycle catches them right before they cross that 50% portion. It is Soul Snipe, the only one who sneaks through, but Frosty ends up out of his line of sight. Frosty and Shopify Billion still scoring right now. They've actually rotated the ball towards the top mid side. You can repulse up just to get knocked the hell down as Shopify Rebellion are gonna close out this round and the game. Great shots from across the map here as a weakened Druk somehow still finds the kill. Cycle gonna re-up here with Royal 2 over toward the purple side. It looks like you have 3 more members of TSM. One of them weakened, and now the second one. Softfin Dub wins the 1v1. Nade goes down, and Shopify Rebellion. It doesn't matter what the situation, not advantageous or not, they're winning.
You see the way Cycle moved his Spartan in that fight? I swear he was like stutter stepping his strafe in a way that made it so he
40-32. Right now, it looks like TSM need a Sorcerer's Stone or something at this point. They want to come back in this game and the series. They're down by way too much. They started off well, but Cycle with the camouflage, and he might be one of the most dangerous players to have. Literally just that 6.
one feels like it's over.
Shopify Rebellion had to weather the storm that TSM were coming at them. Again, TSM had the lead, and then for a decent amount of time, they came off hot. But Shopify Rebellion held strong. They've been in the situation before time and time again. They come back with the response, come back with the game, and they're going to be advancing forward to the elimination bracket final.
Game 1, CTF on Origin and Optic Gaming started off hot, securing 2 caps in the first few minutes.
Has the flag in hand within 20 seconds, and he might find a kill as well. Somehow gets a kill while running the flag. It's 4 dead for Luminon, and Legend is ready to spawn kill.
He's looking for it. Beautiful spawn trap onto Wutum. The next one up, and this is a well-oiled Optic Gaming locked in, and somebody must have threw away the key.
Any Oilers? You said they're well-oiled. Anyways, Renegade running the flag top center. The full rocket's now in the hands of Luminon. Formal is being very tricky, and I think was waiting for this rocket player to show up, and I think Formal just got a triple kill as he has earned all of the items on the map as well. I think there's still a rocket with 1 rocket left, but for now, Formal's just going to take high ground with this snipe.
Identifies the split spawner and puts the pressure on him. Wutum escapes while one shot, but everybody on the map is weakened, and that's what Optic love. Hunting them down left and right. Flag being ran, freeing up. Looks like trying to free up the elbow side is Formal, but it doesn't matter when you're this far.
Luminon answer with back-to-back captures of their own after some disgusting plays by Glory.
The spawners at the same time that SLG is pushing through, and just like that, with 2 dead, Wutum will run the flag.
Wutum always being proactive on the map, starts the flag run, gets it towards the 50% portion, and it goes from silver to silver, even slaying while doing it. You can't do that on a controller unless you have a game, sir.
Beautiful, man. I love it. Glory with the beautiful triple kill of his own, and this might be a 2nd run in a row. Yes, Snipe Drone is here, so this is a great opportunity for Luminon to tie this up out of nowhere.
2-1 lead here for Optic. Flag could still be on the move. Wutum with the initial damage onto Legend. The reposition. Keep him guessing. Break the aim assist. Perfect shots now out of Glory. Luminon is absolutely...
Luminon steals Game 1 right out of Optic's hands and gains the upper hand in the series.
We're seeing out of Luminon, these guys will not back down.
I don't know what they ate for breakfast, but I'll take 2, because that's back-to-back caps, and it could be the 3rd as flag is stopped, though, which would the main side Luminon have to slay out once again. It's grabbed, though. SOG sneaks it past enemy lines. I don't think Optic can stop this. He already makes it towards the base. Renegade's the final player, and he's dealt with SOG. You forgot something pretty important. Don't worry.
What?
Your teammates got your back, and that's going to be a 3-2 win. Luminon taking that one. As remember,
Game 2 Slayer. And we see Optic Gaming really thrive in the mode that has kept them in second place for the past few tournaments.
Find himself forward down, courtesy of an overkill by Bound. It is bound to happen that they're going to attack these spawns, because the moment you come up, you got Legend, you got Formal, you got the whole damn crew in your face, 23-16, and things can get out of control real quick.
Optic just played that whole scenario so well. Like, yeah, we saw Legend get isolated in 2v1'd and died, but while he made that play, the rest of Optic flanked through the opposite side, got the camo, completely collapsed on the spawns of Luma. Every single time so far, Optic have just answered immediately. Just like that. Bound just backs up, doesn't give Woodham any chance to survive that engagement, and it's starting to look like a victory lap is on the horizon for Optic.
I will say Bound to maybe criticized a bit on the desk for having a couple slow tournaments. So far in this one, hasn't skipped a beat here. 13-10 right now, and the Slayer, the game's not even done just yet. Opening things up for Renegade to grab a hold of the camouflage, and Luminon consistently find himself 3 down.
Pound just found a melee and then perfect kill with the Stalker shortly thereafter. He's killing people every which way, and Optic are just moving flawlessly. Is this going to turn into a spectacular? It looks like the trade will come through, so they get to 31 and are spared, but wow, what about...
Looks like Ball, which was a bit bad here right now, just being used as bait by Luminon. Need to find their kills first, and oh my gosh, SLG just shredded both Formal and Bound. That was kind of nasty.
That was very nasty. The problem is, Ball is in a spot that SLG is not comfortable to grab it. He's preferred to prioritize the sniper. If he can use that to his advantage, Legend with the... Says he doesn't want any piece of that after the sniper gets picked up right in front of him, but he does not have the route to get out. And SLG is still doing damage, but finally the ball gets picked up.
SLG repositions and finds himself a nice little 2-tap on Renegade. Master with the power weapons is SLG. 3 down. Go Optic Gaming.
SLG has been doing this with the sniper rifle since he was 11 years old. We got to interview him on the podcast, and he's been a demon for a long time over there in France. Decides to reroute and just keep the ball player alive, and I like that because all they need is a little bit more time. But look at this, they've opened the door for Glory to sneak all the way behind enemy lines and stop Optic short of closing out this round.
And Optic were never able to play that ball off the map right now. Luminon not hopping on it just yet. They want the follow-up kills. Renegade looked like he wanted to get a little sneaky with it. He gets caught out, and Glory holding on to that tower control.
Glory looking so strong here. He's been exactly what is needed for them to stay alive in this round. But you're right, this ball actually resets.
Mattered much because they stuck away. 4 down. Go Luminon and Optic. They get aggressive. I thought they were going to play that a bit slower.
I mean, why not just grab it like you can if you're Legends? I mean, just go right for it and just win the round. Legend's so good at that. He finishes with 18-10 is his stat line with 21 seconds as well. But Luminon kept that close. I think they shouldn't be feeling too bad about that round. It should take some confidence into the second.
First round here for Optic Gaming. And Slays go the way of Luminon. That was a momentary 3 down right before Camouflage comes up. Luminon, this will be a great opportunity for you, but you got to deal with Renegade. Do not let this man grab the sniper. He's gonna for Luminon. How do you play this?
Down to trying to get shots on one of the most difficult angles to possibly hit, in my opinion, but he's bound. He probably does it all the time. Renegade finds a triple. Almost an overkill, but doesn't need to, as Legend will clean up Wutum, and Bound now just denying access to bottom center. They could close this game out in a hurry.
One of the big things that make Optic Gaming so good, spawn trap, spawn trap, spawn trap. They figure out the spawns, and they are relentless, and they turn simple seconds into minutes as 78 points now for Optic Gaming, and some great damage going from Bound, but even better in return. Snipe Drone wins the 1v1, but Formal still scoring. Luminon, you gotta get the ball out of his hands right now.
Yeah, Formal recognized the situation. He said it's going to take them a while to kill me. I'm just going to rack up as much ball time as I can. Gets them to the 88-second mark, less than 2 minutes in regulation on the clock as well. He's right into the open arms of Formal, delivering the oddball to him as well. And this game might just be over if we can land a few more kills on the side of Optic.
Final seconds going down here. Looks like Optic are going to take the series lead. Optic showing why they are the #1 oddball team in the league against a Snipe drone immediately attacking the utility side. This has been the bread and butter for every squad. Attack your opponent's utility.
Yeah, it's non-stop, every objective mode on this map. That's going to be the story. Look at Snipe Drone, beautifully executed curb slides and damage, and they get the first bomb arm. That was about as beautiful as a bomb arm can possibly be. They were getting all the kills at the same time the bomb was being armed. Their players will push through the util, and that's exactly what Luminon does. Renegade tries to find an unsuspecting Glory here who's no shields. He will find him. Now Renegade still with a little bit of camo left, trying to see what more value he can find.
Weaken SLG. Next one to go to the respawn screen. 3 down, go Luminon. Switch over towards Legends, trying to join Formal and the rest of the crew that are already pushing up toward the base of Luminon, who have just gone 3 down. Wootson with a huge kill, but is it enough as SLG on the challenge can't exactly find the headshot? Bound gets his shields back. Luminon 3 down. One more round of slays, and that bomb is going in.
Woodham's in the perfect spot, blocks the back base spawns, and watches the P door. He knows they might jump through that window side as well. But no contest even comes through. Optic content to give that up, maybe in favor of getting to mid-map so they can flip the script, but I feel like you don't want to give any free points away on this game.
Down 1-2 is Luminon, but up 2-1 in this game as opposed to the series. 3 down. Go Optic once again. Another opening for Luminon to play through. They attack the strong side right now. Formal might be going in for a flank, but somehow Wootsup's able to identify it. Great damage going down. Bomb already being started, and hope he didn't blink. It's over. Luminon Gaming tie up the series.
Luminon Gaming are coming swinging in this turn. Results. They have figured things out, and they are looking very strong. Just a few days ahead of work.
They're definitely cooking right now. So is Bound from across the map. Great job covering his teammate from across the map, and ends up turning into 2. Hold on. 3 go down for Luminon Gaming. Bound with a perfect route.
6-1. Huge answer back here from Optic. You remember them nearly steak-tacularing Luminon. That's a
Snipe drone. Renegade the first one. That was former teammate. Might have got his shields back. No, somehow Luminon able to collapse. Optic Gaming now in trouble a bit. Maybe not. Formal. He's winning every fight.
Yeah, they kind of baited Luminon into the tower side there and had multiple players waiting for them. Look at the... How does Legends just cut right through the center of 2 players and come out with a double kill? I mean... The creativity on this man and how he utilizes movement. Look at this, dude. Perfect predictionary grenade. Legends playing insane right now.
In the wise words of Barney Stinson, my man.
So it is Glory that gets away with it. In the meantime, Optic were starting to pull away with this. Luminon answering with a few kills of their own. It's just a 4-kill game now.
Ooh. Still 4 after the trade. Renegade and Optic going in for the double push through the long haul side. Wootsum might get isolated here. Renegade takes advantage at the ultimate hunter right from the seaside towards the tower, and Renegade slows it down just a bit, waiting for SLG to overstep those boundaries. Continues to put things down as the burst melee goes a little bit haywire, but Legend is there for the cleanup, there for the 17th kill, and Optic take the lead in the series. Sniper out of his hands, and Optic gain momentary advantage, but Wootsum is still moving right now. 3 down go Optic, and that might be B changing the hands of Luminon.
Look at this. They were capturing B and also defending A at the same time, and Glory is playing insane today. This is the guy that I frequently talk about. If he is playing his best, you will see Luminon deep in a bracket. These guys are playing insane right now. The trip gap is in.
Trip cap is locked in for Luminon. If Optic don't be careful, they might end up tapping out here. It's almost like a submission hold. He's going down. Renegade with some good damage over toward the mid side. Looks like Legend is putting down some work on SLG, forcing him out of that position. Optic Gaming holding on to the exact same Charlie and Alpha setup that we saw Luminon gain a huge lead with. And Renegade on the attack deals with one, sticks portals right now, perfectly played by the Demon.
This guy is just so good at using every resource to his advantage perfectly. I mean, utilizing the sticky grenade, uses the QT to dodge the splash damage, and then goes back to a great part of the map to output damage into the next play as well. Renegade's value cannot be understated.
Great damage out of Renegade. He's not done. He's down for Luminon. Hold on. Optic Gaming now hop on Bravo. Trip cap about to be in. Luminon are on the ropes, and Optic are moving in for the knockout.
All 4 members of Luminon spawn in blue, though, and I think Optic are ready for it. They're kind of desperating into B here. I would have liked them to take their time a little bit more. Snipe Drone in isolation is able to get 1 kill on this side and convert A. That'll at least slow down Optic, but they only need 5 seconds. This one might be over.
That it is. Luminon, you played extremely well. You fought valiantly, but Optic Gaming, they're destined for the grand finals, and they will not be denied.
Where you can force a snipe shot, but instead knows that he can help his teammate in the 1v2, zones out the player that's distracted on his one-on-one to then trap Wutum into an unsuspecting crossfire. Just so well played by Shopify Rebellion. And look, they're gonna try to get this hill done now. Despite being up by 2 hills with only 90 seconds left, you can end the game much quicker if you're able to get these clean 3-4 downs and play for this hill. And right now, that hasn't been a concern for anyone on Shopify Rebellion. All 4 of these players are positive. Hell, Royal 2's working on becoming triple positive right now as he gets his 8th death of the game, but this is
that tempo mid-map. Like we've seen yesterday, and specifically last couple of series for Luminon, it's going to be a long day in the office, and Shopify are fundamentally at default just going to pick you apart like we've seen time and time again. Looking to just close it out here on the last hill. Bait's out for 1. Thanks for playing. GG's in game 1. It was Shopify from the beginning, and it is Shopify in the end. 4-1 on Lattice. That was not close.
no, I mean, when you're able to outslay the way that they were, it's never going to be that close. I did like spot, and so far last shot has not been spotted. He has just been able to do max damage, and now will start to probably make his way to find this kill and then eventually getting that shock rifle from his teammate's hands, or him to keep himself in the fight. And I can see why. I mean, he's not missing.
Well, he's been able to completely remove the bottom side of the map for Luminon. You were thinking those spawns back glass. If there was a chance to double up and push for shock, there might have been an opportunity for Luminon to flip this map on its head, but it just doesn't happen. Frosty was up first, and last shot had camo, and all of a sudden, again, when you start to see the lead for Luminon grow, Shopify reduced this game down to numbers, and
he's taking fights to hold players in position to allow his teammates to get up and finish kills often. And when he needs to, he'll find the double kill. He'll get that killing spree. But so far, his performance has been standout. He's 14 kills, has double-digit assists, and only 6 deaths. This is next-level performance, and he's flowing on the map. There really isn't much to criticize about the way Last Shot plays.
there's not much to say about the way that Shopify's playing this other than it's just clean, calm, and collected. 47-39. It's a race to the final 3, and with Last Shot playing like this, could be a 2-0 for Shopify Rebellion, barring a miracle. Just one more for the road. Luminon have been stunned back on Solitude. It was a very tough game 1 and an even tougher game number 2. Slayer is done and dusted, 50-40. Shopify up 2-0.
Yeah, I mean,
Starting to come online is this offense, is the ability for them to work through their progressions that had been silent in the first 2 games because of the slaying capabilities of Shopify. Luminon finally finding some answers, and now can they put the pedal to the metal? Can they finally test the wherewithal of this team's strength? And it seemed like it was going to be in the realm of, yeah, we're going to start working on our comeback on a 2-cap hill, but it just goes right back to an AC control for Shopify. And again, Luminon have to work off the back foot and overcommit to A.
Ooh, Royal 2's nade did so much damage. A second will get the kill. Oh, Royal 2 didn't have to use any of his bandit there to get that gunfight, but not enough to finish that.
Go ahead and grab camo so we can do ours, and look at the result. BC controlled. It was an AB flip, and now back to a 2-cap lead for Shopify, and the lead continues. 218 to 123. A race to the final 30. 250 is the score, and for Luminon, the pressure is certainly mounting for them to have to make a play in the back. Wutum quickly going to meet the death screen. There it goes. Perfect shots from Cycle. Cycle going on a rampage, and this is another instance where Shopify just start to put their foot on the gas, and when they do, it might be GG's, and it looks like it. Trip cap for bonus. 248, 250 is the final, and it is all Shopify 3-0 in the series.
Hey, left him with a stick to pressure into this base. Last shot's not going to hesitate whatsoever throughout this game on trying to get pressure into this util. And because he can oftentimes win the one-on-one that's to come, he can then buy time for the rest of his team to swing in. Such an effective forward player on the map. And here we go. Royal 2 has control. Luminon's bring down that insta-splode. Look at how perfect that insta-splode is. Hey, no one's there, but that is a pinpoint insta-splode to hit a spawner at the back of base. That's absurdity.
For Royal 2 to follow that into a perfect as well, like it just buys.
Hey, you're clear. There's no one watching. Moves that flag as fast as possible. They'll get it back to their side, and they'll have camo to try to finish this fight. Oh, last shot didn't miss a shot and saw camo before camo could even react to his play. That might just be enough to get this return, as the base of Luminon is controlled by Shopify Rebellion. They're zoning them into these fridge spawns. They're 3 down. Frosty gets the return. Even when things go awry, Shopify Rebellion recover, and they just might have a counterattack of their own.
You're waiting to see when those 2-3 down will come, and it happens again. It's extra advantage for Shopify. More space at the mid-map. The route is out, and Royal 2 continues. We'll juggle it forward. Is anybody around to stop this? Look like it. Avoids the nade.
Dodges the nade too.
Wutum. Nope, not gonna happen. 4-0.
Just so well ran by Royal 2, right? I mean, great execution on the flag run. Does the fastest, basically possible route
On the play, it is Shopify again defensively holding on strong.
And now the Luminon, their action's singular. They have no dynamic ability here. It is sprint forward on spawn. You do not have time. And because of that, Shopify Rebellion can just bait space really effectively here. And now time is a non-factor. They're not going to be able to get back-to-back captures. Shopify Rebellion played such a clean series here. And think about the journey Luminon had to get to this point. Defeating SSG 3-0, defeating FaZe 3-0, taking Optic Gaming to
Royal 2 starts off hot with the sniper.
Live was able to get sniper, and that's often a deadly combination.
We've seen some shots today from Royal 2, who's looked absolutely fantastic all tournament. Looking like he's primed for the World Championship, and going against Optic again, knowing the tendencies, the play styles, and what the Green Wall like to do on Lattice. It's one of the maps where Shopify Rebellion are going to put them away quickly. Can Optic respond against Royal 2? So far, the answer is no.
He's not missing his shots today. Formal's in trouble. Grenades come on the top of his head, and this is just domination from Royal 2 early on. They went 3 down to start this.
Optic close out round 1 comfortably.
Just win some of these, or I mean, Bound's trying to win some of those gunfights. Instead, not able to get away with that one, and just one couple more seconds only necessary for Optic Gaming here, but that's not necessarily guaranteed. If Rebellion's able to get their setup, they could still take away this round, but you're seeing how potent Optic Gaming is. They're going to fly to this ball. There's just no question about it. They're going to get these final couple seconds and put the finishing touches on. 1-0 start for Optic Gaming.
Rain of God strikes early in round 2.
To play if necessary, but Optic Gaming going for a more aggressive route. They throw that ball through the bottom, depending on themselves getting these slays, and they do just that. 4 players that go down. Renegade will keep the sniper up on the high ground, and Shopify Rebellion go back to the starting screen.
And this stronghold from Renegade is so important to peel the back end and flip the map just to give Optic some pressure like they've had before. Takes down Royal 2 quickly, and body shots onto Frosty. 4 kills in succession for Optic. They have completely controlled mid-map. They funnel Shopify through top mid, and Renegade is going absolutely crazy. Takes down everybody on the double. Optic have a multitude of kills to work with and a lot of time on ball to boot.
And now he wants to get a little bit aggressive towards red
Optic close out game 1 without conceding a single point.
to find an answer here. They're in danger of being shut out in this second round.
Yeah, you get one push here. One wind up is all that's needed for Shopify. This is your final attempt. Dipping, diving, dancing, trades it. 2 down for Shopify. Optic will just try to reset the ball quickly back into the action. And they'll peel one off the cross cycle, try to get over aggressive, does get punished for it. And back into the hands of Formal. Keeps it moving. 25-12 for Bound, 16-12 for Legend. And it's been a non-stop team effort across this opening lattice oddball. GG's a perfect play through the second round as Optic take the opening here in the grand finals.
And then
Shopify strike back in game 2 Slayer and tie up the series at 1 apiece.
breakneck pace. That time the kills weren't going his way, but the deaths were still adding up. He has 13 deaths so far in this game. That's to be expected of Bound, but because his slays are there, you see how close this game is. Right now, Optic, I see them playing their game. They've got their camo. They're down 1. This is their chance to take that lead and to carry that momentum into the 50 kill mark.
Here we go. That double from Formal just to get camo was perfectly timed and executed. 42-41. You need the most out of this investment now. Formal spotted. Tries to back up. Thighs in a 1v1. Can't close it out. Teammate behind will get some help from Bound. And they'll try to retake through blue side. But this is still all about what Formal can do with the camo. Patience is a virtue. And discipline is the name of the game. Formal does get caught. But
Very close together, not letting these advantages slip. And they caught Bound once again. That's now 3 deaths since that 40 kill mark. That aggressive play that Bound's known for, it might come back to bite them at the end here if he's not able to maintain those slays. That is a crazy stat line in the Slayer, guys. 16 and 15 in this game. It's just a couple kills now for Rebellion.
And that's going to do it. All blue in the kill feed to round it out. A slow start from Optic means a hot finish.
You want to have Formal with camo snipe. That's obviously a benefit to the team. Bound selfless as always. Like I said, he doesn't usually get his turn with the power weapons, and you can see he's eager to make sure his team's in the best possible position to win, not necessarily for his own stats there. Great play by Formal, patient with the camo, and it works to 3. Triple kill. Shopify Rebellion all go down. Formal's patient camo snipe play comes to fruition.
The hardest one to hit is the first. Just line it up. Everything else gets easier. It's an open net. Don't miss it. If you know, you know. Optic. Early, the green wall's up in front.
I mean, Formal still has 4 bullets to snipe.
Oh my God.
Royal 2, goodbye. Do not get in the way of Formal. He's not missing his shots right now. It's just Frosty that's alive. And Formal has control of the power position. This is scary. He's 8-0 to start this game.
Heard y'all yapping in chat. Check yourself. Quickly. Make it a 9th. Royal 2, don't do it. The victim. Royal 2, my God. Belt to ass. Formal is styling right now on Frosty. A double, a frenzy, a snipe. 2 left in the clip. And Optic are working on the second tick.
Formal is playing at his next level. This could be the 3rd time. Royal 2, I would wait till Formal's on the respawn screen. It would be 3 in a row if he's able to take Royal 2's dome. Once again, you can see that's really slowed him down. He's got to get his kill. And
settles. Again, Optic still find a way to break through and leak out into the point. Camo back on the play for last shot. These are the moments for Shopify where you would love to milk this for full 45. Understanding that this break is entirely reliant on the front line and everything else being as it may. Those shots still need to land regardless as a squad. 3 assists for last shot, 6 for Royal 2, 4 and 11 for Royal 2. Speaking of, again, hasn't been the reason why this game's been so slow for Shopify, but just to keep it in mind, it was the hot start once more from the make a decision.
Yeah, they know Cycle's up there. They're waiting. Look how they're pinpointing his spot. They do not want to let him stay alive. That is 3 players I want to take care of him, and because they want this top position, they want this power position to look through onto this hill, and more time's going to come off the clock here. The calculus is simple. It takes 40 seconds to capture a hill. There's 30 seconds left on the clock. You're playing time from here on out. Rebellion, they're close to getting their second capture, but you need to think of the follow-up that comes after still. There's so much.
Frosty crossing across the screen. It's just ridiculous reaction time and a quick shut down top mid. 13 seconds left. One more push for Shopify. This is the moment.
such a good performance, and you see there's nothing they can do. They will just wave the white flag at the end. Oh, Renegade! That's a way to cap it off. Cycles, head's gone, and a 2-1 lead in the series for Optic Gaming. Look at the
Last player I want to take in long haul is Legend, knowing that the cross eventually leads into the eyes of Renegade. The way he's been shooting from snipe at S3 to shock rifle in pipes. He has been perfect today. In the last couple of matches, he has been one of the biggest standouts we've had alongside Bound. 2-0 start and a great rotation to begin as they'll hold on to B and C, but they eventually lose the back end. We'll take A in the process.
lots of damage there from Renegade. Not able to hit that shot on his way out. That looked good to me, but just off by a little bit, and that's all Shopify Rebellion needs. That half inch is the difference between A getting captured and not. And now it's tempo for Shopify Rebellion. Look how they're pressuring C right away. They want to get a trip cap as soon as possible.
Oh, nice read by Bound. That was almost disgusting. Shopify could have been able to break the back. Almost had an opportunity to flank, but instead we'll go 2 down right off spawn. Already on to A. Bound going to take advantage. Tries to go for the remote detonation. Close. At least keeps last shot away. This is so much positioning available for Optic. A lot of space, a lot of information. They can take their time with this windup on the break to A. They have numbers bunched. One still split out for Shopify. Back gold. And right behind goes Renegade. There's the first pick. The second following. Extra nade out just in front for good measure. Doesn't flush, but Renegade finds Cycle in the process. Renegade. Oh, Renegade for the triple. Renegade has broken A by himself. Holds on to Camo, and Optic are back on the point.
That's a triple kill that all comes from the thought process, right?
Put some points on the board.
This might be the end of the game. They have the spawn trap at 1 quadrant, 17 strongholds games in a row. They will not be able to get out of this long haul for free. It's going to take everything they have, and you see how aggressive Shopify Rebellion's being at C. That's because they have them so well contained. Now they're swinging through the map. They want to get these 3-4 downs, stagger out these next spawns. Now that A spawn happens, look how aggressive they're going to be at the push at A, because as they push through at A to try to maintain their trip cap, the next spawners of Optic Gaming will spawn on the other side of the map, so they're guaranteeing themselves a 2v4 into this fight, and that's pretty simple for them to take. They'll eventually lose their trip cap tempo because they lost a couple of members in that fight, but those are the
244 to 64. Frosty could make a play off the back to try to get Bound. Misses the open shot. Hits the follow-up. Misses the beatdown. Eventually finds it. 248 and counting. Can they contest in time? They will. Optic find a sign of life late.
And look at that, Frosty just patient on his play, doesn't force anything there. Will maintain A, they get the kill at B, and with that Rebellion with a dominant victory. They got that trip cap in, and once they did, I don't know if Optic Gaming scored more than a handful, and that's where Optic Gaming come out on top. And especially at the end of that, right, with how that game started, you would expect Rebellion to have a massive lead, but the reality is it's Optic Gaming that get the initial lead, and you've given that sniper back to Renegade. This is a very good position for the green wall to fight back out of.
Okay, relax. Trying to shoot through the nade. Still takes it over Royal 2. All green for now. 4-kill lead continues. Optic going to go ahead and flip. Perfect pickup on a cycle. Eventually hits his shoulder, but won't be enough for the kill. And Bound pushed up far ahead. This is the kind of setup, if you're Optic, you would love to rally and
be chaotic. He's come out on top of a huge gunfight. You got another with perfect shots there. 3 that go down, and again, it's just one player that's alive. That's a 4 dead. Shopify Rebellion will be feeling pressure off their spawn, and it's a double-digit lead now for Optic Gaming.
And there's been such little respect from the defensive Optic in this map. Look how far forward Renegade and Bound have been playing, where Matt, Formal, and Legend have been pushing up into the spawn of Shopify. They have been unbothered and uncontested, moving through quickly. Bound and go on the hunt. Works on low shields. Bound through the back. Formal helps him out. This has been Optic showing here on Origin for a squad that had to come out.
Shot players just are struggling to stay alive.
And that's what was missing in the Enquiries. It was just the constant opportunities of leaving members up, not being able to finish your kills. Now I have a teammate in position for the cross shot. There were so many players left straggled with low shields. The Optic weren't capitalizing on the Enquiries. This time, though, things do change. Renegade is... Somebody check him for that beautiful new controller, because the bro is spitting. What the hell is he on today?
This is...
What's wrong with him?
This is so good. I'm so curious to see what his accuracy is at the end of this game, because it felt like
They were struggling in the first game. They were struggling in the Slayer. A little bit shaky at times in the King of the Hill. This time, though, they've been able to clean up those stragglers quickly and play the advantage as they do so often. 2 down for Shopify. The race down to the last. Bound will pick it up or get the assist. Who cares? 3 down for Shopify again, and Optic will find their first pull.
And Renegade reading this perfectly. Royal 2 is going to have no chance off spawn. Huge play by Renegade to get through, make sure that overextension spawn doesn't come to hurt them. And then because he gets that kill, he knows that the rest will be contained in the base. Wraps it around, able to get that kill. And right now, that's perfect play by Optic Gaming. And, you know, when this map, if you are going to find their kills on the way back, and Last Shot having those extra shields with overshield can be doubly confident that that's going to happen. The response is instant from Shopify Rebellion. They have their first on the board, and it's Optic Gaming now that doesn't have any map control.
That's such a professional response as well, to not waste a lot of time, hit your route perfectly, and then force the fight right back through mid-map. The way we've seen these outskirts for Last Shots have been picture perfect to begin. The pull is out regardless. Warmup can kind of get caught in no man's land here and will get traded, but
Hey, for snipe is huge.
if he hits that instant squad, just chalk it up. It's insane. Gotta land the body shot though. Does it beat down? Trade it out. 1 apiece for both teams. 3-2 the lead in the series for Optic, all tied up here on CTF. Formal with a double. Another big double for Optic. Can they push forward?
They have the setup. They have what they need. The players in Shopify Rebellion will be slow off their spawn. And right now, Renegade, it's okay for him to give up his life. And even then, just did max damage. It was okay for him to give up his life. It's even better for him to stay alive right there. And with it, you can see Rebellion will have to just give up on this capture. It's gonna
back to full strength. On the hunt goes Renegade. Last Shot and Frosty will find 2 in the process. We'll trade it out here. 2 down. Flag continues. Cycles out.
Cycle had overshield. That might be backbreaking. He's able to just tank that damage from Renegade, who was doing a great job of holding them back, but there's no answer. Rebellion pushes to game 7.
We keep it going forward. It's back and forth, back again. This time
away with it. He's waiting for all these nades to come through. You see Royal 2's out long flank that's coming through. He's going to try to coordinate with him, and they're going to try to push in. Oh, he hits the shot, but Legend. Sneaky Beaver. Hit that. Gets the next. Are you kidding me? Cycle, you're gone.
the timing from Optic on that retake.
Off to a good start. They'll be able to collapse in on those players from Shopify Rebellion. This is the last alive. Cycle needs desperately to stay alive to get back towards his team, but Legend's not necessarily going to let that happen. Gets him down to one, will get that kill in time.
And these are the kind of kills that when they start to separate, it's really what Optic wants to rely on. Their bread and butter, building on this lead and rotating together in pairs. They've done it so many times in this grand finals, and they'll do it here again. Renegade, Legend,
Surefire thing.
Yeah, if they don't get snipe or they don't get camo, this one's going to get scary. Formal's hitting two pieces like this. The crosses are connected. The lines are picked up. Bound. Couple of body shots, couple of bricks. Does escape with his life. Will live to fight another. And this is just another chance for Optic to put more on the board. 28-16. We say it all the time. Slayer starts at 30. But this one's starting to feel just out of reach.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see Bound get a little cavalier with this sniper and just try to throw some shots. He sees someone, he's going to try to just flick it, not waste any opportunities. Because the next goes their way and they are able to stabilize. I would be very concerned for Optic Gaming. A couple big kills once again. You just start to see every time that kill feed lights up blue. Oh, Renegade! The jab step, that might be enough. It's big plays like that, individual plays. When you have a big lead, that can make the difference. But Sniper did get away to Frosty. Okay. Oh, Optic Gaming. Fly, fly, fly. They do not want to let that sniper stay in their hands.
That jab step just broke the mental of Shopify. That was the one you had to win. Get control of S3, get control of the back line, and since then it's been trade per piece. 45-35, just 4 kills away. Optic are turning the corner on the track, and they are down to the home stretch. Picks up the first. The entry is in. 2 needed, 1 needed. Bound picks it up with the nade. Optic flying towards the last kill. You can play the trade. Slow it down if you'd like, but the green wall are 1 kill away from taking it all.
There's the aggressive push. Here it is. Formal gets the 50th. Optic Gaming are your Complexity Halo World Champion Warmup champions. Love what we saw there from Optic Gaming. It was risky. It was going the other way. Then Renegade shut the door. Look at that sprint strength. Oh, just make him miss one. Just make him miss one. That's all Renegade needs.
That play is just, if you wanted to know the difference that Optic has shown in their Slayers over the last 2 days, that play right there in the most important time of the game, 42